Washington's plan to slap more sanctions on North Korea to rein in its appetite for provocations and threats is threatening to further damage U.S. China relations. The envisioned measures, which could actively target Chinese companies in the north, come at a time when Washington and Beijing are already at odds over another very sensitive issue. Our Kim Hyun-bin tells us more.
The already tense relations between the U.S. and China could be exacerbated in the coming weeks and months by North Korean issues. The New York Times reported this week that Washington is weighing up whether to impose further sanctions on Pyongyang that target Chinese enterprises in the north. This option came to the fore last month when U.S. President Barack Obama held summit talks with Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe in Tokyo. The two leaders specifically discussed more targeted sanctions on the North Korean regime that could cut off the flow of Chinese money into the country. North Korea is almost completely dependent on China, its only remaining ally for trade. China accounted for nearly 90% of North Korean trade last year. On a slightly different topic, the New York Times article also said President Obama was not involved in the Justice Department's decision to indict 5 Chinese military officers for hacking. It added, however, that the move was consistent with Obama's belief that Washington needs to get tough on China on this issue. The U.S. accuses Chinese President Xi Jinping of ignoring repeated demands for his government to stop hacking into American firms and stealing trade secrets. Kim Hyun-bin, Arirang News.